We love it when technology works, of course. And so greetings and welcome. This is Mari Smith coming to you live from lovely sunny San Diego. Today is Tuesday, right? January 19th, 2016, and I have got 7 Facebook trends to walk through with you today. And the focus is how these trends affect your business, how they can help you stay on the leading edge, how you can grow your business when you embrace and integrate these trends, okay? So what we're going to do is pop back and forth between camera and desktop sharing. I do have slides for you. Okay, so I got some slides to share, and I'll be happy to share those with you. Anybody who signed up for today's webinar, will make sure that you have the slides and that you have as a handout, okay? And also we will be recording today. I know that I'd love it if you hang with me as long as you can today. We've got some exciting things in store, and if you have to step off, I understand, but please stay with me because I got 7 trends to go through, and it's very exciting. One last check, and all who's here: Louise from the UK, Adele in the house. Love your name, Adele. Haywood, UK, 6 p.m. here. I love it when the UK tunes in. Sharon Stewart from the UK as well. We've got Warsaw, Poland in the house. Minneapolis, Will, hello. Hello, Jan from Pittsburgh. And Kara from Texas. You guys are awesome. Wow, it's just a blessing to have you here. Well, bear with me. I do need to make sure I can share my screen. Easy peasy. We go like that and share the entire screen. We are using Google Hangout technology that broadcasts through a Facebook app on Facebook. You might be tuning in on your desktop or your mobile device. Now then you can see me sharing, and I'm sharing my screen here, and we're going to go into a big black hole if we do too much sharing like that. So let's see. You should be able to see my screen, and I know I've got my team here. Susan and Anna and Christopher are all tuned in here. Probably some more on the team as well. You guys can reach me by text or Yammer if there's anything that I need to know. Also, feel free to ask questions. Okay, my team's right here, and they'll scoop up your questions on either the Facebook comments below this stream that you're watching right now on my page, or you are more than welcome to put out tweets. We've got Anna, my resident online content manager. She will be watching your tweets. So hashtag FB 2016 trends. I put 2016 full in case people thought it was 16 trends. Maybe it's 2016 trends. That wouldn't put that past Facebook. They're always changing and updating, aren't they? So without further ado, let's dive in. If you have not heard me speak before, I am Scottish Canadian. I was born in Canada to Scottish parents. First 12 years in Canada, then moved to Scotland when I was 12, obviously, and spent 20 years there. And then I came to San Diego in 1999. Oh my gosh, I just celebrated my 17th anniversary of living in glorious California. And this picture you see on your screen here, last year I got hired by Facebook. I've been on Facebook since 2007, been a raving evangelist for the company, and just really absolutely love all that Facebook has done for all of us around the world on a personal and professional basis. I have always used Facebook and all my social profiles for personal second, business first. I use it for business predominantly. Even on my personal profile, I'm always strategic and careful about what I share. I was just speaking in New Orleans last week, and I was sharing with the audience about how I tend to use my social channels for business primarily, and someone private messaged me and said that was one of her biggest takeaways, and that I really highly recommend that we utilize other means for very, very private content, right? We're going to talk about groups a little bit today too. It's really interesting to see the shift to private groups. Let's look at a few Facebook stats. If you just joined us, folks, greetings and welcome. Mari Smith coming to you live from San Diego, and this is your 7 Facebook Trends webinar, how to grow your business using these 7 trends. I will pace myself, but I want to cover as much as possible in the first, 45, 50 minutes or so, and then I'll break for questions. If you're asking me questions now, please know that Susan and Anna on my team are scooping them up. I don't want to get myself distracted and off track here with the content, so bear with me. We will get to your questions, all right? 1.5 billion people are active on Facebook, and Facebook last September crossed a magical threshold when they reached 1 billion people on Facebook in one day. It was quite a landmark, quite a milestone. 88% of users access via mobile. We're going to talk quite a bit about mobile today. And Facebook users are checking 14 times a day on average. Now, I always joke that I don't know about you folks, but for me, it's more like 14 times an hour. I know. Can anyone relate? And average of 41 minutes a day. Now, big captive audience, right? And one of the things we're going to talk about today is publishing your content on Facebook, like instant articles. If you've seen or experienced that yet, we're going to see more movement towards that. More and more online publishers giving up, quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes right now, giving up control of their content on their website and you know, weighing the balance between, getting traffic to their own site versus having more eyeballs on Facebook. So this is just a big captive audience, right? We're going to talk about groups today. Like I say, we've got 925 million. By the way, little interesting factoid for you folks. One of Facebook / Mark Zuckerberg's approaches to monetizing their social channels, their social platforms that they own. As you know, they own WhatsApp and Instagram. And they typically wait till the platform gets to 1 billion users. Okay, 1 billion users. The next app to get there will be WhatsApp, but we've also got Messenger slowly getting up there. Groups, as you can see, is very close. And Instagram, it's got ways to go. Right now, 50 million active small and medium-sized Facebook pages. Guess what, though? Only 2.5 million out of those 50 million are active advertisers. So you can see this is why Facebook went on tour in the last couple of years and are really focusing on education. Well, I love doing webinars too. It's really important to educate and learn, right? Now, this was shared just a couple months ago by Mark Zuckerberg on his page. There's the numbers, like I say, you can see 900 million. This is creeping up fast to WhatsApp. And I just read the other day that WhatsApp is now free. I know people around the world are rejoicing. That was quite a nuisance for people to have to put their credit card or debit card. I'm not a big WhatsApp user myself at all, but who knows, at some point I might. And certainly as a business person, we need to be keeping an eye on WhatsApp and seeing what's available for ads, because that's a really large audience. And obviously there's some overlap, right, between Facebook users and Messenger users, and you know, the advertising products that will become available as time rolls on through WhatsApp will be really exciting and interesting. This number is higher now. I've got another slide for you coming up. I'm not sure if you know, but Messenger is available as a standalone app. People do not have to have a Facebook account in order to use Messenger. So, and it's also a standalone API, a huge integration with e-commerce. We'll talk about that a bit today. And Instagram, you can buy ads now on Instagram through your Facebook Ads Manager or Facebook Power Editor using the same target demographics, target criteria, super granular targeting with all that Facebook offers, right? And targeting through your Instagram. Now then, Instagram, you can do only image posts or video posts. Image with a link, of course, it has to have a link, or video, up to 30 seconds video ads. Right now, for video ads on both Facebook and Instagram, Facebook counts 10 seconds as a view. The views are 3 seconds. Those autoplay views are 3 seconds, but when you're buying an ad, it's 10 seconds. Okay, so moving along, and lots of exciting things to cover today. Of course, we've got that dreaded declining reach. I think everybody here we are in early 2016. It's an absolute given that we need a Facebook budget. You need to have a plan, a strategy, and a budget for amplifying your reach and your posts. Obviously, not just amplifying and hitting that boost button for no good reason. It's really important to have an integrated strategy that ultimately results in an increase in revenue, right? We don't reach, as I always say, reach doesn't pay the bills. It's not about getting reach. It's not even about getting a bazillion fans. that's you know, getting more fans is so 2012. Organic reach is certainly so 2012. Unfortunately, you know, I chuckle, but it's a serious matter. And so Facebook has definitely gotten a lot more challenging to create success and to reach your audience and to get results over the last few years. So we're going to jump into these 7 trends and what they mean to you and what action to take. Feel free to keep tweeting. It's hashtag FB 2016 trends. And we'll scoop up your questions. We've got a shared Google Doc that my team are dropping your questions in, and I will pop back and forth to make sure that I answer your questions, okay? I mean, after I've finished my presentation. I love this quote by Sheryl Sandberg, as you know, the COO of Facebook, and she says that Mark has a unique ability to hear what's not being said. I just really appreciate and admire Mark Zuckerberg and how he has the ability to skate where the hockey puck is going, not where it's been, that wonderful Canadian hockey metaphor, right? So number 1 is video. Video. As you all know, it's video views. Right now, in essence, what I'm doing is broadcasting through a Google Hangout that is going on to my Facebook page through this app called 22 Social. Now, that's great. Of course, that's wonderful. And I end up with a video, and then because it's my content, I can download the video off YouTube. I can edit it. I can create videos and load them back natively to Facebook, right? But really, it's the native videos that are getting the most reach. And in a moment, we'll talk about Facebook Live. But native video, we've obviously, all of us, you know, in the social media industry have been harping on and on about video for the last, 12 months or so. However, it can still be very daunting for businesses to create videos. Like, where do you start? Do you do to camera? Do you have to get camera ready? What about lighting? What about equipment? What about editing? What about content? What about a script? It can be just overwhelming to the point where you go, oh, I'm not going to do video. I'll just share other people's video. Well, I don't recommend that. I recommend that part of your plan for 2016 is you're going to set aside a time and budget to create video. And I've got some ideas for you that should help to minimize that friction, if you will, that dissonance between, you know, getting started and actually getting some results. By the way, let's take a quick peek at how it is that Facebook has come to absolutely dominate the world of video. Facebook wants to become the live television in your pocket, so to speak. So let's look at this, explained in a single graph. Facebook is a source of discovery for mobile video, as that slide says right here. In 2013, we had Facebook video, and then autoplay came out. Autoplay came out, and then, believe it or not, it was the Ice Bucket Challenge that doubled the views from 2 billion to 4 billion. Okay, as that slide says there, 2 billion to 4 billion. And then I think it was last September in the earnings call, Q3 earnings call, that Mark Zuckerberg announced, and Sheryl Sandberg too, that the video views were up to 8 billion per day. And that's astronomical, isn't it? Up from 1 billion a day in 2013. So I'm showing you these stats and these slides to really anchor and underscore the point about how critical it is to create video and share video and have a strategy for video. Here are some tips. It's all about that eye-catching movement. When we look at our Facebook newsfeed, those autoplay videos are the ones that will catch our eye, right? It's about that movement, catching our eye. All right. Profiles and pages are now supporting animated GIFs. So I'm actually going to go over and share a couple things on my desktop. I think it's, I'm going to go over here and pull up my page. Should be able to see my live desktop. And if I scroll down like this, see lots of, I'm just going back to a couple weeks now. My goodness, it's 2 whole weeks gone by of the of the year. Nope, December 28th should be right here. December 31st. There it is. So do you see this? You see this Happy New Year. This is an animated GIF, or GIF as some people might say. And this ended up being one of my highest reaching posts of 2015. And interestingly enough, even like the post before it, I was so excited because I'd put all this effort into creating this beautiful year in review video using Animoto, which I absolutely love. Shout out to Animoto. It's a very, very easy to use platform. And then this one got 1.5 views, 2 shares, 10,000 reach, okay? 10,000 reach. Some of it's to do with the timing, right? I posted it at 9 in the morning on New Year's Eve. So that's what, like 5 o'clock UK time. I know all my friends in the UK were probably in the pub by then. But compare that, 10,000 reach, to when I come along and posted this animated GIF at 10 to midnight. That's Pacific time, 10 to midnight Pacific time. On New Year's Eve, and this wonderful animated GIF, and it ended up getting 113,000 reach and 386 shares. I'm going to show you the real difference here. It's not about the video per se or how I created the video or anything. It's about the difference between these two posts and their astronomical reach, other than the timing of it, which is definitely a factor. It's about creating content that catches people's eyes, right? So both have movement. But the critical factor, folks, is creating content that makes your audience want to look good in front of their audience. What do I mean by that? I mean, people see it in their newsfeed and go, oh my God, that's so cool. I have to hit that share button, right? So people see this Happy New Year. It's a generic message. I didn't use first person here. I didn't say I this or I that or me. Therefore, anybody could share it and hit that share button, and that's what happened. And interestingly enough, even sharing it late at night, what I found is, I went to bed that night, got up the next morning, New Year's Day. I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing went viral overnight. But I'm really drawing your attention to the difference between creating content that people impulsively, absolutely feel they must share, versus content that's maybe a little bit more about you and your business. There's a fine balance between both, right? We want to do both. But that's a rabbit hole I went down there to explain about GIFs. I'm sure you're asking questions about how do you post GIFs. They are supported on both profiles and pages. I'm not saying go and post a bazillion GIFs, because it just, it's going to get crazy if we do that. The thing is, it has to end in GIF. See what I just did? I clicked on it, and then I clicked on the URL. So if I go back up here and pretend I'm going to share this GIF file, I would go paste that URL. It's on my clipboard. I'm just going to hit paste, and there it is. See it? Now what I can do, just like a link post, I can delete that URL because it's now in the preview. I can write something here. Blah, blah, blah. Away it goes. So that's all. That's how you share an animated GIF on profile or page. And it just has to be hosted somewhere else. You can't upload it. It's not like uploading a video or a photo file. Okay? I get asked that question a lot. Another aspect of movement is profile videos. So this is coming out to a few folks. You can see here I actually have a video, a little looping video as my profile picture. Excuse me. So you can have up to 7 seconds, and there's some fun things that you can do. I really love the app called Flixel. They make these, they're called cinemagraphs. And I think if I go, oh, those are just showing my videos. I was hoping it would show my profiles. Yeah, I can go in here and go albums, profile pictures. I want to show you what I mean by a cinemagraph. Oh, okay, Facebook's going to be weird. Oh, I know why, because probably they dump it into videos, don't they? Even though it's a profile picture, quote unquote, it goes in as a video. Here you go. This is what's called a cinemagraph. Now, note to self, must use a tripod. You use a tripod, but see how my face is still, but my ice skaters are moving in the background. That's what's called a cinemagraph. It's like a short video clip, and then you can animate. You can make just one portion of the video move. It has to be taken from a short video clip, ideally using a tripod. As you can see, I was just holding my iPhone up, just doing a self photo. So that's some fun ideas for you there. Cinemagraphs, Flixel.com. Boomerang, you might have used the Boomerang app. That's where it creates a similar effect, that looping video. More immersive. Video is all about being more immersive. 360 video. You can go to this site, 360video.fb.com. Facebook's actually created a whole community to encourage content producers to create more 360 video. You see this 360 video on Facebook. I've seen Mark Zuckerberg share it quite a bit himself. Let's see if he's shared any recently. I don't want to go too far down a rabbit hole, but it would be interesting to see if he has. Oh, that's no, he might have videos. No, these are just his own videos. Hopefully you have seen what I'm talking about. I should have had something up and running for you first, but not to worry. It's basically you can play the video. I think Star Wars did a really cool one, right? It plays and then you can move it and go up and down and around. If we have time later, I'll come back to that. I don't want to belabor it, but I'm sure you've all seen the 360. If you haven't, coming soon to a newsfeed near you. We're also going to be able to see amplified or promoted, paid, sponsored ads as a 360 video. It's all about immersive and keeping users on the site, eyeballs on the newsfeed for longer times. Some video tools. I mentioned Animoto. Lovely, lovely app. So easy to use. Many of you saw the video for this webinar that I'm doing today. And that was created using a template. This one right here is created using a template in Animoto. So easy to use. And they have royalty-free music. You just, this whole template was just really easy. I probably put it together in about 10 minutes flat. So real easy. Diptych. Now then, I had a lot of people ask me about a video that I posted just the other week. This one here, showing off the fact that somebody got a ring, promise ring for Christmas. So do you see how that's moving like that? It's like 3 rows of 3, 9 still images, animated, made to move. It's amazing. 29,000 views. I know that congrats has to be one of Facebook's newsfeed algorithm keywords, right? That's amazing. So this was created anyway using an app called Diptych, D-I-P-T-I-C. You can download it from the App Store, and this is just a little animation feature that they have, and it creates like a super short video, adds a little clip of your own music, maybe make it 15 or 20 seconds at most, and then you'll be fine with the music. You can upload 15 seconds to Instagram, and obviously longer on Facebook, but just be careful of the music. One time I did a Facebook video, 30-second, using that Diptych, and I added a clip of my music, and Facebook would not load it up. They're like, oh, you're using music that you shouldn't be. I'm like, hey, I own this music, but of course, you know, it's not that case. It's not the case. You can't just, you know, put soundtracks from your own collection longer than about 20 seconds. Shout out to Adobe Post too. I want to give, I want to make sure you guys know about Adobe Post because they have some more and more cool things coming out, including video. Okay, so like animated backgrounds. You can just get it in the App Store, Adobe Post. Let's see if this might be one of their videos right here. Oh yeah, see that? And now it's just similar like the cinemagraphs I was talking about. It's video and it's just a quote, simple quote, and you can see this trees moving and the clouds are moving. So that's pretty cool. Adobe Post. All right, we've gone on and on a lot about video. This was a critically important component of our training here today because throughout the rest of 2016 and beyond, video is only going to grow and grow and grow, and the companies and brands and individuals who really embrace video, get creative with video, dramatically increase the quality of the content of your video. Not just, oh, hey, here's another Me Too video. Really having an emphasis on relevancy and quality content, which leads us to Facebook Live. Trend number 2 is Facebook Live is coming to everybody. I would hope this year. I can't guarantee that. I can't promise that. Facebook's working on rolling it out to more and more users. I really feel that it's a game changer. I know many of you agree with me. It creates an instant native video in your newsfeed. Certainly, I see it getting the highest organic reach on my own videos. Whoopsie, I think I had a video embedded there inadvertently. Did not mean to do that. Yeah. Go back to my page here, and you can see with my videos, I think I've done about, I forget how many, about 50 or Facebook Live videos. Actually, I even created a playlist. Look at that, 18,000 views on that, just talking about how Facebook Live's coming for all. So let me give you some tips on that. As I mentioned, coming to personal profiles. Right now on personal profiles, whether you're verified or not, initially, right, it was only for verified users, but right now Facebook is really focused on rolling out Facebook Live, which if you haven't heard of it, you're not familiar, it's basically like Periscope. There's Meerkat, there's what's the other one, Meevee, a lot of these live streaming apps out there, big trend. And so 10% of iPhone users, it was only for verified pages and verified profiles and only via the Mentions app, but it's now coming to personal profiles as well. You want to recommend that you can subscribe for notifications to videos that you want to be updated about live, and certainly when you're doing a broadcast, encourage your friends, fans, and followers to subscribe, and then you automatically get a native video. So let's look at a few tips. Number one, you absolutely want to have a short and compelling title. By the way, down here, I have a whole series of notes and resources that I prepared for this for this program. So I've got some more links, and I'm going to flesh this out and add in a few more links for you and resources, and I will send that out as a PDF to everybody after this webinar, okay? Because, you know, it's great and you're taking notes, but I'm going to give you both my slides and my notes with resources. Lots of helpful information. So short, compelling title, like, see, I'm going 5 important Facebook updates, Facebook Live video streaming coming for all, Facebook tips, private tour of the governor's mansion, rehearsals, live from, what's the future of live video? Yeah, you can see I'm talking about it a lot, but nonetheless, so short, compelling title. You can use emojis. You go ahead and use emojis in your titles. You could think about doing a regular show on my buddy Scott Monty. Shout out to Scott. He does, I believe he's still doing them on Sunday evenings. Maybe he's doing them Mondays with Scott. Sundays. No, I think he does them Sundays with Scott. In any case, check out scottmonty.com. Scott is a former social media guru for Ford Motor Cars, and then he's his own independent guy these days, and he puts together a wonderful show on a regular basis. You can do it like that. Just like how YouTube, see how we're kind of following the trends of YouTube. We're having regular shows. Encourage your viewers to subscribe. I don't see too much of this happening, but folks, when you finish your Facebook Live, like I say, you basically have now a live video, a native video on Facebook, and I highly recommend once you're done your live broadcast, go and edit. Go and edit it. Now, how do you do that? Let's just say it's finished here. I'm going to open this one up and I'm going to hit options, edit this video. And this whole, oh, that's a lot. I put a lot in there. But you want to give a category. I usually select business. I think the categories will be getting more and more. This is going to come into search. We'll talk about search in a moment. So category will be important, and for sure a call to action. Add a call to action button and a URL, and choose your best thumbnail. You get 10, or upload a custom one, and then hit save, and away you go. So I want to do that. Edit, CTA, choose a thumbnail. All right. Moving along. Number 3, improved Facebook search. Have you heard the news? I am so excited about this feature. I've been waiting literally years for this feature. Search is coming to profiles and pages. Woo-hoo. Can't come soon enough. Let me grab this. I think it was this one. Post on this page. Yeah. Let me grab this URL and show you what I wanted to give you a quick demo of what it looks like. I don't have the feature yet, but we're going to go here to Social Times. And if I zoom in enough on this screenshot, you'll see where it's going to be. Oh, you moving. See that? Everybody's now looking at GoDaddy's ad because it's moving over here. right? Movement catches the eye. It's like television. So right here underneath the profile picture, you'll see a new search box. It'll say search for posts on this page. And in the example below that, Social Times was searching for WhatsApp. So any posts that they had posted about WhatsApp, and you can see this is the result. Just exact same as how the main search bar works, except it just pulls up posts on the wall. And I think that is so exciting. This is making our Facebook pages more like blog platforms. We also have improved notes. And so what this means with the improved search coming, if you don't have it yet, it's coming soon to a page near you. We really want to be thinking through how we're posting, either in the description or the subtitle or the title or the description, the narrative, etc. It's going to be all the more critical to be able to be found. One question that I get asked frequently during my travels and whatnot, my presentations around the world, is do hashtags matter on Facebook? Well, I have maintained ever since they came out a while ago now, a few years I guess, that they could matter eventually. I don't know how critical they are right now, but eventually I think that we're going to be able to see an improved utilization of hashtags in conjunction with this search feature. So that's all, just saying. Long overdue. So ensure your posts use proper keywords. You might want to use the new and improved Facebook Notes. It's really quite beautiful. And I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's really a much improved. It looks like Medium. If you're familiar with Medium, then you'll see the new notes. I'm going to just do this. Is actually on my personal profile, but that's actually available on pages as well. You get this giant big cover image, some simple formatting, really easy to get in and edit, bullets, quotes, pull quotes, and so on and so forth, and comments. So really pretty. Again, if you've got this, you might want to republish your blog post using Facebook Notes. Just thinking about how that's going to affect your SEO on outside of Facebook on Google and inside of Facebook, right? Facebook recently launched the Search FYI. A while ago they launched what's called Newsfeed FYI. It's just on their blog, their blog where they're going to, obviously, the fact that they've launched an actual section called Search FYI. The only other one I've seen them do that for is Newsfeed. There's a Newsfeed FYI, now there's a Search FYI. So it's going to be a growing feature, right? No need to look at Google. No, it's not a Google killer, but people say that's silly. That's just silly. We go to Google, and when we have an issue, a challenge, right, we go to a Google search bar where brains are in search mode. We have something we want to solve, a problem or an issue we want to resolve. We go to Google. We come to Facebook because we're in social mode. We don't really search for a solution on Facebook. Not yet. Will we ever get to that place? Maybe, but it's just different. New directories, again, making sure you got proper keywords, making sure you check your listings. This has kind of been launched very stealth. Facebook has not made a big deal of these, but you can go to facebook.com/services, and there's also facebook.com/places. So these are for local business. I'm going to just do this right quick, facebook.com/places. You want to make sure that you can search, put any city in here, you can search around the world, and it will just show you, look at all of these, explore other places. Incredible. Really, all over the world. And then it's going to find somewhere local to you. I live quite near the safari park. So I can click on that, and I can go here, and it takes me to their page, and I can go in here and whatever I want to do, or I can get coupons or discounts. This is a fun restaurant, not too far from where I live, Ventana. And so, you could actually just say, let's say you want to go, I don't know, let's go Texas. No, what do I want to do? Dallas, I think. Let's pretend we're going to go Dallas. We go here. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I know why, because I've done places. Let me do it the other way. I meant to go services. That's for places. That's for places. It's interesting. This is what I want to do is I want to do Dallas. Come on. Dallas, Texas. Let's say a hairstylist. I want to find the best hairstylist in Dallas, Texas. Oops, it's only going to... Oh, hair salon. I know why. You have to pick one that's already there. Like a category, description. So they're kind of controlling the rollout of it, right? So here you go. Now this is going to go by stars reviews. So anybody here, if you have a local page or you work with people that have local pages, you really want to make sure that your listing is coming up, your reviews are good. Get people to get reviews for you. Make sure you encourage everybody that comes into your business to write reviews. And this is based also on Social Graph. All right. So some homework for you there if you have a local page. I just already mentioned those. Search for your business, double check your listing, and make any edits if you have to. Number 4 trend, F-commerce, M-commerce, Facebook commerce, and mobile commerce. Absolutely amazing where all this is going. Facebook could very well become nearly entirely mobile. Check out these stats from eMarketer. In Q3 last year, 78% of Facebook's 4.3 billion ad revenue worldwide came from mobile, 78%. Now watch this other stat. Same period, 727 million of Facebook's 1.5 billion monthly active users were mobile only. Now that's from eMarketer. I'll give you guys a link for that later. That means that 47% of users have never interacted with Facebook on desktop. And during the same period in a year before, that number was 34. Look at that jump, 34 to 47, it's huge. So we just really have to pay attention to mobile. I know when I'm buying ads on Facebook, I usually place them in the mobile newsfeed and the desktop newsfeed. You can do right-hand side ads, but just keep in mind that right-hand side is only visible on desktop. So M-commerce, as Facebook says, the thumb is in charge. Yes, it is. Moving along, please keep asking your questions. I'm going to break shortly and we'll take your questions. I'm more than happy to. Hope you're getting value today and coming up with ideas and how you and your clients, if you work in the social industry or the marketing departments, various companies out there, getting ideas on how you can really embrace these trends to help you grow your company in 2016. Have you heard of instant articles? Probably. Perhaps you've seen what instant articles is all about. If we go over here and you can actually pull up a page. Now you want to pull up on mobile. So you go to your mobile device and you pull up the page called instant articles and you'll be able to actually experience. This is a video about instant articles, but they've actually posted a few of them. There's a video about it. Let's see. But you can only see, you can see them on mobile, right? When you click on these links, you'll see them. They're in your news feed with a little lightning bolt. It's got a tiny little lightning bolt on the image of the link in the top right corner. So you'll know that it's an instant article. And what happens is that it's extremely immersive, if you will. It actually has the text loads 10 times faster, or the text and the content, the images, the videos, as you can see here. Chris Cox talking about them loading 10 times faster. What does it do? Well, it keeps the users on the site, right? And it keeps users from not getting frustrated. I don't know about you, but when I see great content in my newsfeed and I click to view it, if it takes too long to load, I'm out of there. I don't have time to wait for something to load. So you know as well as I do, as a user, that time between clicking a button and wanting to read something and the time it takes to load is crucial. And that is why instant article is becoming more and more popular. And major media companies around the world, actually, this is rolling out worldwide, are embracing instant articles and letting Facebook host and publish their content. That's taking traffic away from the media publishers' websites, right? So you have to decide as and when it becomes available to you as a content publisher, a business in the, world of producing content, which that's all of us. Eventually, if you are able to have access to it, you weigh up the pros and cons. Do you want to get increased viewers and, oops, I put and twice, and sales? For instance, Shopify is e-commerce merchant app that you can integrate with Facebook. They've partnered with Facebook and actually has a buy button. So as your prospects are surfing Facebook on mobile and they're reading your article and content and watching videos, and there's a little button right there. It says buy now, shop now. And their credit card's already on the records with Facebook or with Shopify, and they can make a purchase. So that's where we've got to weigh up this. Well, do I want just the traffic and possibly ad revenue, to go down on my own website, and weigh that up against, getting more viewers and eventually more sales on Facebook. So we're going to definitely see more and more increase of this. Facebook's pushing hard for this instant articles around the world. Facebook groups, this is, I mentioned earlier about this growth of the groups getting close to 1 billion, and Facebook typically monetizes or has a monetization plan after one of their platforms or products has surpassed 1 billion users. And Facebook groups, now Mark Zuckerberg, Q3 earnings call last year, actually said, I distinctly remember him saying that groups was one of the least talked about features. Pretty amazing, huh? One of the least talked about features on Facebook. Hey, I'm going to pop back on camera for a quick second to just say hello and greetings. Hey, I'm actually here live. I'll come back on and answer all your questions momentarily. I'm so glad that you're here. We got a couple more trends to go, and then I have a special invitation for you as well. So awesome. Oh, fantastic. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being here. This is exciting. Let's see how we're doing with the questions. Oh, yes. I'm just having a quick peek at my questions. Got stats and Instagrams and GIFs and native Facebook videos. Okay, great. So my team are popping a whole bunch of great questions in for me here. So I will get to those. I'm more than happy to answer them. All right. Keep on trucking here. Back to the screen share and off we go. Here we go. It's entire screen share. Sharing my screen. And back to my Slidios. Here we go. Okay, this is really fascinating. I want you to pay close attention, folks. We're on the second to last trend here, and it's about Facebook groups and how is this going to affect your business and your plan and your marketing strategy for 2016. Quick sip of tea. I love this quote from Jenny Dietrich. She's of Spinsuck, spinsucks.com. I'll give you the link up for this too. People don't want bosses, competitors, or peers seeing what they post online, and so they're moving more towards private communities. I have a secret Facebook group for my close family, my immediate family. Actually, we have immediate and we have cousins and all kinds of wonderful family members from around the world. We don't post on it all that often, but we use it whenever we want to connect with one another and not put it on our Facebook walls. And what Jenny sees here, we've seen a huge decline in comment on her blog. She's talking about her blog. And so you're seeing more and more blog owners turn off comments. Why? Well, because you get A, a lot of spam, and B, you go to see an article and there's no comments there. You think, well, gee, nobody's commented, so then I won't either. And you know what I mean? So it's just hard to build community around blog comments. It's a personal choice. I'm not going to say there's a right and a wrong way to do it. It's completely and utterly up to you. I know my buddy Chris Brogan turned off his comments a long time ago, and he's doing just fine with his approach. But as Jenny says, she's seen a huge increase in the Facebook groups. That place is a mass chaos. It's insanity, and it's lots of fun, right? Because people are on Facebook anyway, right? 14 times a day, and they're interacting. They get notifications, and reach in groups as really much better than pages, right? But of course, there's advantages to both. You can have much more community and much more response inside of Facebook groups. However, with a page, A, you get organic SEO on Google. B, you can pay to play. You can pay to promote your content and get that excellent granular targeting. Also, C, you have stats. You have your metrics and your insights so that you can see how your content is doing. I mean, those are just some of the advantages. Another advantage, we're going to talk about that in the final trend, is messaging, being able to message, private message your community and have them message you, anybody message you off your page. You're also going to be seeing for sale groups increasing. Has anybody seen those or is interacting in them? I'm curious if anybody's got experience with for sale groups. This is in a way somewhat, I suppose, like Craigslist, I don't know, maybe Angie's List, but it's for buying and selling items, but I'm very curious to see how businesses and marketers are embracing this feature. And it's just a feature in your groups. You could set up a separate group, or you could enable it depending on the type of group that you choose. Okay, so Facebook groups, Yep, closing in on 1 billion users. Remember that Facebook separated them out and it's now a standalone app. I don't know about you, but I tried out the standalone Facebook Groups app, mobile app, and then I don't use it. I don't think they'll ever, well, I don't know, famous last words. I better be careful what I say because, right, Messenger, we were all forced to use Messenger as a standalone app, and now I completely don't mind it at all. Just looking at my phone here. See, I took it off. I don't even have the Groups app on my phone anymore. I have native Facebook, I have Messenger, I have the Pages Manager, of course, I have Mentions, and I have Facebook Ads. Notify was a new one too. Is anybody here using Notify? That was another standalone Facebook app. But no Groups, not yet. We'll see. We'll see. I think this has got huge potential for the groups and for businesses and beyond. All right, trend number 7, Messenger for Business. Gosh, I know that this is both a wonderful benefit, but also it can be a tremendous headache for a number of businesses out there, predominantly because we're being forced to have this whole other new channel and to be very, very prompt with our responses. However, the part that I'm most excited about is the integration with commerce and websites. Because Messenger, if you go to messenger.com/business, you can sign up and let Facebook know that you are interested in knowing when the Facebook Messenger integration is available for your website. Now, I've talked about this a number of times to various audiences around the country and the world, and this one gets so much excitement. I mean, the marketers and business owners that get this piece are like on the edge of their seat going, oh my gosh, tell me more. This is almost like having your prospect or your customer's cell phone number and be able to text them directly. Why? Well, because people tend to check their Facebook Messenger notifications. So in this example here, this is like going to, in this example, I think this is Everlane, yeah. This is a screenshot of their website. And let's say this person has purchased, in this case, a ruffled tunic and some floral leggings, purchased it, and there's a little pop-up and it's saying like, when is it coming? Here's the map. And then, actually it's not a screenshot, this is a screenshot from Facebook. What happens is when the person checks out, okay, they've already put their credit card in, they've checked out, and you can integrate with Facebook Messenger and say, oh, hey customer, would you like us to keep you up to date with your order, with your purchase, with your package through Facebook Messenger? Okay, so they get to decide, the user does, and over time this is going to have huge integration. So you can imagine keeping customers up to date. Here your shirt's on its way, your package is on its way, track the package, upsell. Oh, that shirt you just ordered in red, would you like it in blue? Here you go. Click the button, one click, and off they go. They've upgraded. So those are Messenger's implications in terms of commerce and upsell and increasing sales. In addition, we have a number of new communication tools. Actually, that's on my next slide. Yeah, remember I said here, that's right, this is 800. I think since that earlier slide with all those stats, I believe it was at 700 million for Messenger. Yeah, it's just amazing, the growth. So you've got Messenger platform, video calling, this customized colors. I suppose this is fun for some users. Businesses on Messenger, super, super excited about that part. A transportation platform. Did you see you can order Ubers? You can order an Uber ride right inside of your Messenger app. Message requests. You've probably seen that your other folder has now gone away. And what this is people who are not your friends can request to message you, and you can read their message without them knowing. It does not show that they've seen it, and you can decide whether to accept that message request from someone. This is on your personal profile. But for business, lots and lots of implications. Also, just a little shout out to M here. M is basically Facebook's answer to Siri. It's a little personal assistant that's being tested right now. And you can imagine with the enormous data that Facebook has, that Facebook will really be able to customize that M, like, oh, hey, it's your wife's birthday today. You want me to order some flowers? Oh, sure, M, do it. Off it goes and does it for you. So Facebook Messages, there's new tools for pages. So you can now, thank goodness, you can now set your own response time, right? That, let's see if I come out of here. I don't always have my messages turned on. I kind of go back and forth with it because I often get just a lot of spam, unfortunately. And mostly it goes to spam, but we just have to keep an eye on it. So there's new settings here. So you go under settings and messaging. Let me zoom in a bit for you. Oops, not volume, right? The plus sign. So typically replies in a day, in a few hours, within an hour, minutes, or just automatically, which Facebook recommends. So that could be, you know, depending on your response time, whether it's a few hours or a day. I really appreciate this new addition, quite simply because before you couldn't even get that response time unless you responded to 95% on average, 95% or 90, I guess it was 90% of your messages within 5 minutes. You had to respond within 5 minutes. Average. I mean, that's just impossible for most people. So fortunately, we have this new feature. You've also got instant replies. I had it turned on for a little bit, and then I found it was just kind of frustrating for both me and for others. But there's other features coming too. Instant reply, that's the instant replies, but then there's also away messages, right? So if I hop back over here, go to messages, and I can actually hit away. See, now I said away, and it's saying that I'll be returning in 12 hours. This is fantastic. I love this. Hey, shout out to David Hood in Edinburgh. I know you're tuned in. And see, it shows when David liked my page and where he's from. I can add keywords and notes. I hope you don't mind me showing you here. To David, wonderful feature. Again, this is powerful for businesses. This is becoming a whole CRM, customer relationship management. A redesigned inbox, got that public information I just showed you. And I don't have this yet, but what's coming is a new activity tab, so you can even start to better manage your comments. What do we mean by that? Well, let me go back to my page, and a new feature that's coming to more pages when it eventually decides to load, come along, is when you see a comment, you can private message. Like here's my friend Krishna. I could message. This is going to be a new feature that will pop up under the comments. So if I hit message, I can now private message Krishna. It takes the post that she was commenting on and puts it in the message. And then what this new activity tab will do will show you, how you can better manage your comments. All right, so I mentioned about AIM, that's coming soon. Instagram ads, we want to give them a little plug that you can start doing more of this throughout this year. Very, very powerful to reach new audiences, over 400 million active users. Keep in mind, as Mark says, that their goal is to reach a point where ads are as relevant and timely. Your ads, your paid content in the newsfeed is competing for the eyeballs of users who are looking at baby photos, like Mark's, baby Max, cat photos, dog photos, vacation, fun, outings, food photos, you name it. And then your ad comes along. So it has to feel timely and relevant. Virtual reality, I just popped this in here. It's not really one of the 7 trends, but it's certainly an area that we want to keep an eye on because that's where Mark is taking us. All right. Let me pop all these up here in the interest of time. Whoopsie, back up. More video views. Facebook Live coming for all. Don't quote me on that. It's not coming to everybody. I can't guarantee that all 1.55 million users, billion, I mean, but certainly is coming and seems to be rolling out at quite a rapid rate. Improved search, fabulous news, more use on mobile, more content like instant articles, increase of private communities and groups, and definitely more uptake of Messenger for Business. When you take all 7 of these, integrate them into your business, formulate your marketing plan with an improved use of video, customer care, better keywords, higher quality content, relevant, timely, building highly engaged communities of raving fans. Now then, how do you do all that? You might need some help. I would certainly love to help you. As you know, I've been traveling around the US on tour with Facebook, teaching at the Boost Your Business events, and talked to literally hundreds and hundreds of people business owners and small and medium-sized business owners just like you. And these are some of the problems that they're facing. Top of the list, how do I create content? It's a big, big headache. How do I create content? By the way, if this is how you feel right now after listening to me for the last 55 minutes, you think you've just drank from the fire hose. I know I had a lot to cover and I got a little bit more to go, and I'm going to get to your questions too. How do you keep up? Where do you focus? How do you do it all? Can you still get organic reach versus paid? I know this is a bit of a fluke, if you will. It's a bit of an anomaly. This doesn't happen every day, but I did actually manage to get a post, if I just find it here, with 1.2 million organic reach, 17,000 shares. Every now and again, you just hit the ball right out of the park. There's a lot of factors that went into creating that organic. Some of it is absolutely beyond your control. Look at that in terms of timing. 11 o'clock at night. 11, 12, 1, that's, no, 2 a.m. Eastern. That's amazing. That's amazing. So it's still possible to get organic, and there's factors that can go into getting an increase, but it has to be integrated with some paid. How do you measure your ROI? Folks, if you're watching this on the Facebook platform tab, you can just go ahead and click on that button below the stream. Let me just pause myself here. Just go ahead and click on this button. It'll open up in a new window and you'll take a peek at what I have prepared for you today. Well, I'm sorry, for some reason it's asking you to confirm your email. Oh, I know why. I'll take that off. You don't have to confirm your email. We'll edit that so you don't have to. But yeah, so this is what I have prepared for you. This was my most popular Facebook training in the last 18 months. I've already led the program twice, and I'm actually going to lead it again for a third time with all new content for my 2016 folks here, because there's so much change and so much to integrate that I want to be able to help you, as I say, blast off your business in 2016. And so what I have is the all new Facebook Business Breakthroughs. We're going to lead it live starting on February 16th. We're going to meet for live trainings. It'll all be recorded. It's just so much demand for this kind of information to help you to grow your business. As I scroll down here, sorry for the zipping scroll, you can check it out after, but so we've got 6 content-rich live for optimizing your page and content. Remember I said that was the #1 challenge. Creating Facebook ads that convert, reaching your audience with perfect targeting, designing a compelling lead generation page, building a highly profitable sales process, and then rising to the top with stellar social customer care. As I say, this is an extremely popular course, and we've had tremendous results from those who've gone through it. Regularly $497. Now, one of the things I'm doing that's brand new, I have not ever done this before, I'm offering a 1-year membership in my Inner Circle. My Inner Circle is one of my best kept secrets on the internet, quite frankly. And it's one of the most powerful and effective ways to stay on the inside circle of what's happening on Facebook and social media. We meet twice a month, first and third Wednesdays, once with myself, and we often bring in guest experts. So $97 a month is a normal price. Total value of those 2 packages together is over $1,600. Today, folks, I would love to invite you to take advantage of this package for just $499. I've even done a 2-pay for you. You can do 2 payments, and you'll see it on here if you go to the form here. $255, super reasonable, super reasonable. It's incredible. You get your Facebook Business Breakthroughs and Inner Circle Annual for 2 payments, $255, or 1 payment, $499. The most powerful combo I've ever offered. I've never done something like this, where you get an immersive, intense course and 1 year of support at a very, very affordable price. Go ahead and take advantage of this deal today. For the next 48 hours, I'm going to go ahead and include these fast action bonuses. My 2016 Instant Social Media Content Planning Calendar, again, helping you with your content. Something I rarely give out because it's so powerful. And I use it inside of my company all the time. My own master checklist for profitable webinars. step-by-step email list building master plan that I've actually, I don't know if you know this, but one of my first information products was in 2003, and it was called Email That Sizzles, and it was all about building your email list. My email list is 130,000 subscribers. I've been growing it for many years, and I know what I'm talking about with email as well. My top 10 time-saving social media tools. Tools is one of my most popular posts and questions that I get. And very, very important to know, what are the top 10 Facebook money generating techniques? These are all PDF reports and guides for you that you will get when you take advantage of that wonderful offer that I'm inviting you to come and join me. And it's at, just for the record, signup.marysmith.com/FBBB for Facebook Business Breakthroughs. Any questions on that, let us know. So now then, as promised, I wanted to do 60 minutes of content. Of course, we have an invitation to learn more. There's only so much I can give you in 60 minutes. That was a powerful and intense session. And now I would absolutely love to answer questions for those of you that have submitted them. Thanks so much for your attention. Hold on one second. Tea time. Yes. Thank you. Please check out the offer. If it's for you, fantastic. Love to help you. Love to work with you. My inner circle, by the way, folks are asking about that. I've had my inner circle for many, many years. Gosh, about 6 or 7 years now, and it's gone through a few different iterations. And I don't open the doors very often and let people know about it, but it's really one of the most powerful ways to keep up to date on what's happening with Facebook. And have we have this feature that I call Social Media News Explained. I don't just say, okay, here's all the updates that you need to know for Facebook, have at it, or social media in general. I actually walk through and show you, okay, what does this mean? How should you apply it to your business? Overwhelm is one of the biggest challenges that people face in social media, and keeping up to date where they should focus. And there's so much varied advice out there, isn't there? I mean, you could talk to a variety of different experts, read a variety of different resources and blogs and you know, trainings and conferences, and you'd get like completely different advice. So ultimately it does boil down to what works for you. There's no one size fits all. But you know, folks, I've been doing this for a very long time. Happy to help as best I can with your business growth. So let's hop over to answer some questions, all right? So Jackie is asking, what was the number for how many SMBs are advertising? 2.5 million. 2.5 million out of the 50 million that have Facebook pages. Kylie is asking, what is the best way to get the most up-to-date Facebook stats? I believe you talked about quarterly report. Quarterly report is, that's when Facebook does what they call their earnings calls, right? Their earnings calls. There's a place that you can go and sign up to get notifications of those. But if I go back to my screen share, you'll be able to see the questions. That's okay. I have a number of these things are in my bookmarks. It's not, no, newsroom. Yeah, newsroom.fb.com. Newsroom.fb.com. Company info stats. Yeah, but these are updated every quarter. Anyway, I have a number of sources. I actually pull from about 100 different sources to keep up to date with all the different Facebook changes and stats and news and features that are coming that are little known or not announced, like that one I was showing you about the places and the professional services. You wouldn't find that on Facebook's blog because they're not announcing it. Sometimes even just things with Facebook Live. Thank you, Kylie. Kylie, thank you, Susan. That was Susan typing. Kim Barr is asking, when will Instagram allow you to toggle between accounts like Facebook does? Oh, you know, Kim, that's a really good question. Where did I see this? Somewhere. Maybe Anna has it. Anna, remember that? Did we recently share a post of how to manage multiple Instagram accounts? I think it was maybe from Sprout Social or Post Planner. One of those guys out there had this wonderful account, blog post on managing multiple Instagram accounts. But nonetheless, Kim, even what I'm saying is a bit of a workaround. Quite frankly, it's a workaround. So hopefully soon. I know it's a very in-demand feature. Kylie, where can you create GIFs? Yeah, there, honestly, with that, I would just, you're going to have to Google it. You can create GIFs, or you can find GIFs like a website, Giphy.com, Giphy, Giphy.com. Some of them are absolutely crazy in here, but, you know, you just click on it. Oh, Bruce Almighty, that's funny. Share, advance. Now, you want to take the, excuse me, the URL ending on GIF. It has to end in GIF. But to actually create your own, there's a number of platforms out there, and I'm not familiar with all of them, but you can Google it. Yvonne, do you put the GIF on the website, then link, or does it go directly on Facebook? You put, yeah, you upload it. If you're creating your own GIF, then you would load it to your website, and then you can link it. And you can use someone else's GIF. Oh wow, Fionn, wonderful question. Gosh, can you use someone else's GIF and use it in a sponsored post? Well, you know, quite honestly, I was just about to say I don't see why not. If I go back to, well, I know I was going to find my animated, yeah, that New Year's, Happy New Year's animated GIF. I'm sure it has the, boost button on it. No, I didn't boost it, but still, I don't see why not. I really don't see why not. See, that was my second highest post in a little while. See, we could boost it. You could boost it. I don't see. I just, to me, other than just, you know, getting a little bit more reach and engagement, for me, I wouldn't put money into promoting someone else's animated GIF, because when they click on that link, that's going to go to that other site. But anyway, to answer your question, probably. That's the nice thing. I got to say, the difference between images, someone else's image, and someone else's GIF, I appreciate that with GIFs, at least when people click on it, it goes to the original content owner's website, not like photos, right? Michelle, host the GIFs on your own website or Amazon S3. Anna Maria, how do you think universities should use GIFs? Now, universities are just no different than businesses in terms of utilizing content, eye-catching movement, short explainer videos, how-to videos, doing to-camera videos, like you know, someone talking to the camera with a short script, or screen capture. I love this app down here, ScreenFlow. I use that all the time. Or Snagit. You can do little videos in Snagit. There's Camtasia for PC. Hey, Brian, can you use a lot of these videos and ideas for LinkedIn? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, sure. Paul Wagner, what's your source for GIF? Yeah, it's really great, these questions about, oh, Paula, excuse me. Yeah, well, was that Giphy. Permission to use. It's such a great area because it's around copyright and permissions, and really no different than utilizing other people's images or videos. Now then, the practice of using others' videos is called freebooting. I wrote up a big article for Social Media Examiner not long ago on freebooting, where people they'll go to YouTube and scrape a video off and then upload it natively to Facebook. Why? Well, because Facebook's giving crazy organic reach to native videos. It's not okay. I mean, we're not allowed to do that, really, but unfortunately, you know, a lot of videos on Facebook are freebooted, if you will. And then I see people put a link to it, or source, this person on YouTube. It's I don't know, it's just one of those areas, it's tricky. All those GIFs, Paula, on and everyone else on Giphy.com, Giphy.com, you know, presumably because they're on there, or on Tumblr, you know, you can use them, but it's probably better as a business, as a brand, it's better to have your own and just not have to deal with any copyright issues. Tammy, do you have an app or website for creating GIFs? Okay, we answered that, similar question. Facebook Live. Hi, Inga. Do you know when Facebook Live comes to the UK? Oh, gosh, I wish it was coming to more folks quicker. You know, let me pull up this post right here. This is really helpful and useful to just kind of get a sense of where Facebook's at with what they're doing. This came out December 3rd, and they said a small percentage of people in the US on iPhones. However, my friend Jenny Brennan, shout out to Jenny over there in Ireland. I know that in Ireland she actually has Facebook Live. So clearly it's beyond the US, and just a matter of time. And also wanted to show you that link because, actually I didn't include this in my slides, but Facebook has a new feature called Collage, and it's actually just, you know, it's creating that movement in the newsfeed. Let's see if yeah, they'll show you. See, there's videos, and then there's that Ken Burns effect on the photos, so you see them in the newsfeed moving. So collages, that's a new feature as well. Jamila, I think I'm based in the UK. When you think Facebook Live, same question. Yeah. Android. Well, the good news is that for Android, the Mentions app just came out, and Mentions is, well, see, but Mentions right now is only available to verified pages and profiles. You can go to facebook.com/mentions, facebook.com/mentions. And it is, well, they're saying actors, athletes, journalists, other public figures. That's one possibility, is to check out the Mentions app. It's probably not available to everyone. Ari, hiya. Can you recap where we go to edit past live videos? Yeah. It's really the same as editing any video. You go to your page, any video. I mean, this video right here, it doesn't matter which video, it's still going to be a video, right? Now, but of course, you know what, Ari and everyone, it's not that obvious. If I were to go to that little thing here and I'm thinking, oh, I want to edit this, I go here and it's like, oh, well, wait, there's no edit option there. Okay, well, where do I go? And then you think, well, maybe, no, there's no edit here. Where do I edit this video? It's not obvious, right? So what you actually do, this is the way I do it anyway, I'm going to click on the timestamp. I'm going to click on the timestamp. Whoops, stop there. Now I can, this edit right here, this edit is just for the narrative. What I want is to go to options. It's so not obvious, right? It's kind of buried in here. This is how I do it. I go to options. Oh, you know what? I cannot edit this right now because it's boosted. That's why they will not let me edit that, because it's a boosted post. Let me find a non-boosted video. Here's a Facebook Live. Same thing. I'm going to go to the timestamp. I'm going to hit options, edit this video. There's your magic little place. Cannot be done on mobile. That's possibly one of the challenges, folks. You can't be done on mobile. You have to go to desktop. And there you go. That's what you're looking for. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just not obvious at all, is it? I suppose, no, more settings. That doesn't take you, most people would just not even know that. It's no wonder, right? No wonder people get confused. Anyway, that's how I do it. I think actually if you even play it, we could play it here. No, that's all more settings. Yeah, I can imagine that people would get frustrated. This is the new, have you guys got this yet? The new kind of player. You can, you know, binge watch, if you will, and I can go through like this and just watch nonstop Facebook videos. So that's how you do it. Timestamp, options, edit this video. Make your changes, put your button in, your URL, category, choose a thumbnail, upload a custom one, change up the title, the description, whatever you want, and hit save. Great question. Mandy, is Live coming for business? Oh my gosh, Live was available first to business pages. Yeah, absolutely. That's where it was first available. It was how the rollout began is Facebook Live for verified public figures through the Mentions app on pages only. Then it became available to verified profiles. And now it's beginning to roll out to all profiles, whether you're verified or not. And right now, like I say, just the US, but then I hear of folks in Ireland and beyond have it as well. Yeah, see, that was the first time it launched. This was the first original announcement, August 5th, connect with public figures through Live. And the reason that Facebook is controlling the rollout slowly, A, to make sure the platform's stable and robust and it's not, doesn't keep crashing, people are happy with it. B, to make sure, you know, the content is engaging. It's not like millions, hundreds of millions, or a billion people at once, all, you know, turning on their live, and just everybody vying for the same eyeballs and ears. But yeah, really think through your strategy. Think through how you can utilize the live video for your business. I'd love to help you with that. Make sure you come and check out the special invitation that we have for you. As I say, that super duper package that we've put together, the 2016 Blast Off Your Business. Got any questions at all on that? Love to help you. Basically, you're getting the Facebook Business Breakthroughs online course, plus a full year membership in my inner circle. There's also a VIP upgrade here. I didn't talk about it, but if you need hands-on, one-on-one support to improve your Facebook ad campaigns, we can get you that as well. It's an incredible deal. We've had a lot of people go through this. You'll get your own individual Facebook ads expert from my team to work with you. Plus the course is 6-part course and the 1 year in the inner circle. And I've only got this VIP upgrade available to 15 people, so you want to check that out. Okay, a few more questions and then we got to wrap. Who can become a verified page for Facebook Live and how? There is a place that you can apply to get verified, but only if you are a public figure or a media company. Otherwise, Facebook won't let you get it. It's kind of unfortunate. I know it's probably the #1 question that I get in my Facebook Messenger on my page is, how do I get verified? Viviana, what a pretty name. Isn't Facebook allowing live streaming on pages after insisting so much we don't use profiles for business? Well, here's the interesting thing. This is actually, I'm so glad that Viviana is bringing this up. This is probably a great big myth out there that we've all somehow been told that you can't use your profile for business. Absolutely, you can use your profile for business. Of course you can. What you cannot do, as Facebook says, you can't use your profile for commercial purposes. In other words, this is my personal profile. If I were to sell my Facebook cover image to an advertiser, if I'm saying, okay, for $2,500, you can put your business here for the next week, and then you collect that money privately. That's called commercial use. You can't do that on your page either, of course. But that's what Facebook means about commercial. You can't be, you know, trying to make monetary gain directly from Facebook features on your profile, but certainly you can post and tell people about what you got and your upcoming offers and webinars and things for sale and invitations to do business and talk about your business. All of that's just fine. How can native videos be created? Well, what I mean by native, this is confusing. I totally appreciate that that's confusing. All that we mean by native, go back to my page here, is that you either, when you get Facebook Live, or the easiest way for everybody to do native video is go to your page, and back to my page here, click the photo video and upload. Native means that it's not a YouTube video. It's not on YouTube. It's not on Vimeo. It's not on any other third-party outside video hosting company. It's loaded directly to Facebook. So you've created a video, a number of different ways that you can do that. We talked about screencasts. You know, I use ScreenFlow or Camtasia. A lot of different ways to create screencasts. There's Animoto, I mentioned, Flixel, Diptych, Adobe Post, all kinds of different mobile and desktop apps for creating video. You can even create a little slideshow. Facebook will make it for you to create a little video. Okay, and then you just take, once you have the file, you upload it to Facebook. Thank you, Zuzu. What a cute name, Zuzu Pedals. I recognize your name from around the interwebs. Does Facebook claim to own or have any special rights to all this new content that they're encouraging us to create natively on their platform, even just our standard posts, whether composed on the platform or uploaded? Thank you for leading so powerfully from the front. Oh, thanks for the question. All right, so we are talking about a Facebook terms of use, small fine print legal question here. The interesting thing is, if you and your attorney or your attorney were to read every single word of the fine print of the terms of use, what we are doing, we as users, we as business owners, are doing when we upload anything to Facebook is we are granting Facebook a license to use that information, use that content, not to use it, hopefully, not to use it in a way that would ever be a violation of our rights. But the reason we have to grant Facebook a license to use our native content, our own created content, is because then we're giving Facebook permission to display said content all over their site, and even to be found on Google searches. That's what the license is for. So no, they're not, you know, Facebook wants us obviously to load up content, but they're not going to use it for any kind of negative use, for example. That's for sure. I know it's a big concern for a lot of people. Okay. All right, so just a few more minutes. Hold on, sip of tea. Okay, Adele. Oh, hi, Adele. Oh, I just love your name. Haywood, what a pretty name. For content, is using things like Buffer, Hootsuite, causing more problems when social media marketing where organic reach comes into things? Okay, so powerful question, Adele. Really glad you brought this up. Folks, I want to make sure that you read this post, and I'll explain a little bit about it. I got together with my friends over at BuzzSumo, and they have analyzed 500 million Facebook posts to discover what types of posts create the most likes, comments, shares, including reach. And one of the things they discovered was that posting with a third-party tool, in their research, okay, though you have to do your own research, and I know that there's been a lot of pushback and concerns over this information and me publishing this information. And I do have to give a shout out to my friends over at Post Planner and Buffer and Hootsuite. There are three fantastic platforms that do a wonderful job of scheduling and managing your social media content and your engagement and whatnot. And the bottom line is that you must do your own research. I personally use Hootsuite every single day for Twitter and LinkedIn. I know that Post Planner and Buffer are wonderful apps, and all of them are great for Facebook as well. But the bottom line is you do need to do your own research. I must update this post. I promised my friends at Post Planner that I would, to just update it and put a little, you know, not disclaimer, but encouragement, like such as I've just told you all, encouragement to do your own research, check it out, make sure that you are checking it for yourself, and you can see, you know, do you prefer to upload natively to the Facebook scheduler or use a third-party app? The bottom line is you certainly do not want to just set and forget, and I think that's where sometimes third-party apps get a bad rap, because some companies will just load up like a month's worth of content, set and forget. They don't go back and engage. They've missed some trends. They're posting outdated content, things like that. So it's really about how the users are using it. Hope that all helps, folks. A few more questions, then we need to wrap. Stacy, question about Facebook services and Facebook Places. How do we make sure our local business is listed? Well, it should actually already be listed, Stacy. If you go to either of these sites, make sure that you search for your business. It could be that if it's not listed in the right category, you're going to need to contact Facebook and, you know, and report it to them. Or you want to make sure that you have the right category and subcategory. That would be my number one recommendation. And really fill out, you know, your hours, your location, make sure the map is proper, your opening hours, you got lots of reviews, things like that, and then you should automatically be listed. Hey, Brad, hiya. Are you using anything to set up automating your post in the schedule for Facebook? We just covered that a little bit. I personally use the Facebook native scheduler, and then I use Hootsuite every day for some other platforms, and I'm a big fan of lots of wonderful scheduling tools out there, and we mentioned Buffer and Post Planner. Lots of other ones there too, Sprout Social, some really great tools out there. Bob Anderson, hiya. Oh, Bluetooth beacons trends. Yes, thanks for bringing that up, Bob. Folks, on the subject of small local businesses, Facebook Bluetooth beacon. you can go and apply for one of these nifty little gizmos that sends out a signal through Wi-Fi and GPS and lets people know who are in a certain mile vicinity of your local business. It will pop up and let them know, and it'll say see photos and posts by your friends, or maybe a special offer comes up if you're advertising or things like that. You don't have to be advertising for this to work, but take a look at this, folks. Susan, I'll pop that link right here. And trends towards that, Bob, yes, absolutely. We're going to see this. This is going to be more, this will be available in more locations, and really, really excited for local awareness, growing trends there. Pecky, it's a fun name. Mobile, then how come we can't view apps menu for mobile? Yes, I know what you mean, Pecky. Well, I mean, I've got, you're probably viewing this, for those, some folks are viewing this Facebook 2016 trends on mobile, but only because the URL that I gave you, marismith.tv, I have that marismith.tv forwards to this landing page, and it's what's called a smart URL. And a smart URL knows whether the person's on desktop or mobile. So that's how to do it, because you can even do paid ads for apps, third-party apps, or tabs on your Facebook page. You can direct traffic to it, and the app should be using what's called a smart link, so that people, automatically pulls up. Jerry, I just saw you. What the heck is an Insta article? Yeah, instant means it loads instantly, it's interactive, it's immersive, it's got video content, it's got content that you can interact with, zoom in, zoom out. And the instant part means it loads instantly. Alexandra, in the light of the new Facebook trend, special local search, what does she recommend for local businesses with several locations? One page for all locations, or one page per location? Yeah, specific for small business with a small audience. Now then, Alexandra, and anyone else that this affects, the more pages you have, the more resources it will take to manage them. That's my one caveat that I would say around that. There is a way that you can actually manage. There's a way that you can manage. It's called parent and child. So with franchise businesses or businesses with numbers of branches, it's called parent and child. I would actually Google that. Do a Google search for Facebook parent and child pages. It sounds weird, doesn't it? It's nothing to do with parents and children. It's just the terminology for a branch, a head office with numerous divisions. And you might start, depending on where you're at, you might start with one page and then have a list of all your locations on a tab. Just going to do a couple more, and then I will be able to get to some more of these questions another time. And I know we had a few from Twitter too. Well, max length, I can answer that real quick for Allison on Twitter there. Here, Allison, max length of Facebook Live is 30 minutes. They're going to let you stream just for 30 minutes. Let me go back to a couple questions here. I saw you paste that in there, Susan. Facebook would ever expand use of Bluetooth beacons for businesses who engage in large events, not necessarily at headquarters. That's a brilliant question, Jennifer. I love it. Hey, I don't see why not. The interesting thing with almost all Facebook features is that often they will come about through demand. So if there's enough large event coordinators asking Facebook for Bluetooth beacons, you can bet that will be a feature, and they will encourage event organizers to go and get their Bluetooth beacons. And one more question from Narda. I'm the marketing coordinator for a small nonprofit. How can I get more followers for a really small business? Is there any strategy you would recommend? Well, interestingly enough, the strategies for small business, for large business, for medium size, for profit, for not-for-profit, it's really pretty much the same. It's really about starting with tremendous content and a nominal budget to amplify that content, telling your story, humanizing, peopleizing, personizing your organization, relatable content that people love and want to share and that draws them in, amplifying that, drawing them over to your website, collecting email addresses. Folks, we have to remember that Facebook is rented land, right? Facebook is rented land. Oh, look at my lovely zebras. Let me go back over to, oh, did I come back? Yes, I stopped sharing. I'm back online. I'm back here with you, I think. Yep, because my little thing went away. Okay, so yes, indeed, it's so important that one of the top ways that we want to use Facebook and other social platforms is for lead generation, to collect email addresses, to then nurture those relationships that you have with your online audience through email, through special offers, through segmentation and customization. Oh, I know why, because I pressed the pause there. So I hope that's helpful and that makes sense. It's been a joy to spend the last, my goodness, 90 minutes with you. My lights are so hot. There, that's better lighting. Anything I can do to help you, do let me know. I trust you got value. I will follow up today with the resources I promised. In addition, I would absolutely love to help you. So many of these questions that you're sending me are available for further discussion and support through the online trainings that I mentioned with my 2016 Blast Off Your Business combination package, where you can have the Facebook Business Breakthrough 6-part live training course and really get your results amplified for 2016, plus a whole year of support in my inner circle, just for $4.99, or you can even do a 2-pay on that. It's a crazy good deal. Never offered it this good before. Remember those great bonuses that you've got as well for Fast Action sign up. I will see you next time. Thank you for your time, and let us know if you've got any more questions. Pop them in the comments below. We'll talk to you soon. Have a blessed day. Bye for now.